Hello, friends of Christ. Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll listen to Archbishop Fulton Sheen's prophecy about the future of the church, which I believe we are really living now. But first, please subscribe to get more important stories about faith and what is in store for us. 76 years ago, Archbishop Fulton Sheen gave a warning that speaks directly to our time. He said it was not Christianity or the church that was ending, but Christendom, the way Christian principles shaped politics, economics, and social life. That is ending, he declared. We've seen it die. Sheen pointed to the signs: the breakdown of the family, the rise of divorce and abortion, immorality becoming normalized, and dishonesty woven into society. These weren't just social problems, he said, but an evidence of a deeper spiritual crisis. At the center of his warning was the rise of what he called a false church. The false prophet will have a religion without a cross, a religion without a world to come, a religion to destroy religions. It would look like Christ's church, but be empty of truth, promising peace, prosperity, and unity, but without God. The Antichrist, Sheen said, will not come wearing red tights nor vomit sulfur. He will come as a great humanitarian, speaking of freedom, equality, and fraternity, but his religion will be brotherhood without the fatherhood of God. Sheen was clear: we are living in the days of the apocalypse. The two great forces, the mystical body of Christ and the mystical body of the Antichrist, are drawing battle lines. A world parliament of churches. It will be emptied of all divine content. It will be the mystical body of the Antichrist. The mystical body on earth today will have its Judas Iscariot, and he will be the false prophet. Satan will recruit him from our bishops. However, he didn't leave us in despair. He said the chaos of our times is itself a proof of Christianity. Moral truth is vindicated by the ruin that follows when it has been repudiated. Adversity, he explained, is not just judgment, but also an opportunity for redemption. So how do we prepare? Sheen gave practical answers. Hang a crucifix in your home as a reminder of the cross. Pray the rosary with your family. Go to daily mass if you can. Pray the St. Michael prayer for protection. We once did with the St. Michael prayer after every single mass until the 1960s. Above all, turn to Our Lady, who promised at Fatima, "In the end, my immaculate heart will triumph." We're to turn especially to Our Lady, Sheen counseled, then prayed, "As thou didst form the Word made flesh in thy womb, form him in our hearts. Be in our midst as tongues of fire descend upon our cold hearts. And if this be night, then come, O Lady of the blue of heaven, show us once again the light of the world in the heart of a day." He reminded us, the forces of evil are united, the forces of good are divided. We may not meet in the same pew, but we can meet on our knees. And he offered hope with Christ's words in Luke 21:28. When these signs begin to happen, stand erect and raise your heads, because your redemption is at hand. The most important thing we can do, he said, is to keep our souls in a state of grace. Those who have the faith had better keep it. Those who have neither had better find out what they mean, for the time is nearer than you think. Even in chaos, God is at work, and as Sheen said, one of the surprises of heaven will be to see how many saints were made in the midst of chaos, war, and revolution. The days we live in may seem filled with uncertainty, but they are also filled with opportunity. As Sheen said, once we recognize we are under divine wrath, we become eligible for divine mercy. In the end, it is not despair that will define us, but the hope and courage to stand firm in our faith, to pray, to trust, and to act. For even in the storm, our redemption is at hand.